Speaking of your projects, one project that you got out right now is the Seedless project.
Mm-hmm.
Can you break down what that's about in 60 seconds?
Yeah. Seedless is a site-specific short film performance art that's a film that's based around the slaves of Palmer Plantation and Juneteenth. They were given their freedom by Ed Gibbs, overseer, but they were in the same breath asked to or invited to work on the land as sharecroppers with their wages being a place to stay and food. And so Seedless examines when dynamics change, what's the foundation that someone has to apply to? So in this site-specific instance, the slaves of Palmer Plantation were the ones that had skills because white people didn't want to work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like white people are just like, yo, we're going to get y'all to do the work. So like when like slavery ended and like emancipation happened and like Juneteenth happened, we had to take those like raw skills that we had without the ability to galvanize, and we had to put together for ourselves to like create foundation for generations to come. And so that's what Seedless speaks on. It's really based off of the neighborhood that I grew up in, Lake Olympia, which is where the Freedom Tree is. Yes, guys, through examination, you can find out that slavery is actually proximal. It was proximal to me as a kid. I walked by that tree every day, didn't even know what it was.
Damn, that's what's up. Man, that was heavy. And
it's a historical landmark, so they got the plaque right there. Niggas just never looked.
Yeah, man. Like, man, when you go digging, man, you'll uncover a lot of, unknown history or just kind of intentionally hidden history.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I'm
And
glad
it
you
puts it
touched on
into
that.
hindsight, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to school with these kids, and I'm just like, man, their grandparents, like, yo, like, what if some of these kids that I went to school with have always lived in this area? What then? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it like, man, like I'm like really going to school with some like kids who like ancestors really owned this shit. It's not just like to talk about it, like how like slavery and like emancipation and like reparations are talked about in like the hype of social media. This is actually proximal.
Exactly.
This is actually like fucking my next door neighbor.
You could have
been there.
You could touch it.
Yeah,
right.
you know what I'm saying? Like I walk by that tree to go to the park every day.
Yeah.
As a kid.
You literally right with your ancestors. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? Like,
you know what I'm saying? Just
so
chilling.
physically, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which was why I was so covered in that strange land of Lake Olympia.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm right there with my ancestors.